Okay, I've come to the conclusion that you guys are just gonna have to deal with my very messy hair. Because I'm lazy. So today is week 8. As of today, not much has changed, since yesterday, since I did my stuff yesterday. Trying to figure out what to talk about. I noticed my mood has been getting really irritable lately. I've been screaming at my husband all day, which I'm sure he appreciates. So that's been a bad thing. I'm starting to get really hungry. And that really hasn't been an issue up until now. I pretty much weighed the same. I didn't lose all my baby weight with my son. Sorry. Okay. So I basically weighed 110 pounds before I got pregnant with my son, and then when I had my son, I weighed 144 pounds. I lost a few of that. I was doing good. I was in my 120s after he was born, and then I got put on Zoloft, which is a depression medicine, and because I developed postpartum depression, and one of the side effects is weight gain on that. So I did gain weight, and I went back up to 138 pounds, 140 pounds, because it fluctuates like that 2 pounds. Which isn't bad. I don't look as good as I used to, but, I mean, I can't really complain. I'd rather be healthy than, skinny. But I have noticed that I haven't really gained weight these past 8 weeks. When I got pregnant with my son, it was like I gained a whole bunch of water weight. I gained almost 8 pounds strictly in water weight when I first found out I was pregnant with him. Oh, this one. I didn't do that. I just found out I was pregnant, and I've basically been the same. So I'm kind of wondering how that's going to affect my weight gain, I guess. I'm trying to gain as little as possible, but still remain healthy. And then as soon as I get off baby, as soon as the baby is born, I'm hoping that I don't have to go back on my depression pills, and I can stay off of them and lose the weight and go back to my pre-pregnancy size. I doubt that's going to happen, but that's the goal we're going to shoot for. Like I said, I'm still taking these, so I'm going to probably still take it until 13 or so weeks. Then I'll be about out of my first trimester, which is good, because I don't do vomit. What else? Sleeping, guys. Okay. I don't know if I mentioned this in some of my other blogs, but sleeping is a big issue. With my first pregnancy, I developed insomnia. I would be up till 4 o'clock in the morning, and then I'd go to sleep, and I would either sleep all day, or I would be up at 7 o'clock in the morning. That is not good at all. Because your schedule gets off whack, and then you just can't do anything. And then I really noticed I had a problem sleeping a lot after my son was born, which was what alerted me to my postpartum depression was one of those issues. So now I'm going to bed around 8, 9 every night and waking up at like 8, 9 every morning. Sometimes I wake up earlier, sometimes I wake up later, depending on when my sons get up. If my husband gets up with my son, or if I get up with my son, or what's happening. Um, so my sleeping issues have stopped, except for I have this constant backache all the time. I really can't get comfortable. The only way I can get comfortable is I kind of have to lay, like, you would lay like this, and like my back has to be up like that. Like this would be on my back. And it's really weird. 'Cause if I put the pillow's too much or too soft, and it's just really hard. And I don't know, like, what started that. So that's just been a really bad sleep issue. That and, blankets. It's too hot, it's too cold. I can't get comfortable. So that's really annoying. And then when I go to sleep, I don't really have a problem. And I'm also noticing that I will go to bed. I will go to use the bathroom before I go to bed. And then I'll go to bed. And I'll use the restroom, like, when I wake up in the morning. I usually wake up around 6 or 7. Depending on what's happening. And I take a Unisom. And then I'll either go back to sleep or I'll get up. So that's how my sleeping issues have been. I've also noticed that I have been getting slight cases of heartburn. The biggest issue, I say, last pregnancy was my heartburn. I started my heartburn before I ever had morning sickness. And when I had morning sickness, it went away. And then when my morning sickness went away, the heartburn came back. It was so bad that I would fall asleep with Tums in my cheeks and wake up in the middle of the night and chew them. I had Tums with me all the time. I had them in the car, I had them in my purse, I had them by my bedside, I had them out in the living room, I had them everywhere. So I'm not looking for that again. I'm glad my son came out with hair, but heartburn was just, it was bad. My stomach continued to grow. It's getting bigger. Like I said, I go in on the 2nd of December to get my ultrasound. A lot of people have said stuff about twins. I'm warming up to the idea of it, but it still scares me. I mean, I don't know. I'm afraid that if I go in there and there's only one, I'm going to be disappointed. But 2 just seems like overbearing. I know my husband's going to be here this time, and he's not going to just deploy to Iraq like he did last time, but it's still scary. I have a toddler. He just turned 1. I don't need 2 babies. But at the same time, I think if I went in there was only a singleton, I would be disappointed. So I'm kind of gearing up towards that. What else? I mean, besides that, that's about it. I mean, I don't really have any food aversions. I do notice if I don't take my Unisom, it's not good to walk into places like Subway. It smells really bad and you tend to get sick. But for the most part, as long as I take the Unisom, I'm good. I wouldn't recommend it for everybody, but I know if I went to my OB and told her, hey, I can't eat, she would have been like, okay, well, deal with it. And that's just because she just she's not a person that describes medicine all out there. She uses it very, very sparingly. So the option of going to her and asking for Zofran or something like that wasn't an option. She would have just told me to suck it up. which I mean is fine, but I'm sorry, I don't like being nauseous all the time and throwing up all the time either, or, you know, carrying around a vomit bowl. It's not very kosher. So, I'm still craving really salty stuff and really spicy stuff, so that continues to be a thing. I don't know. I think that's about it. I will catch you up either later this week or next week at 9 weeks, where I'll be 1 week away from getting my ultrasound. So, if you guys have any questions or comments, please feel free to ask. Send me a message or comment on my videos. I don't really care. And also, if you're watching these and you're off of Baby Center, I do have cloth diapering videos also on the cloth diapers I have. And I will also be posting another video soon of wipes and diapers that I'm making and I'm selling. So that's it. Give me ideas to talk about, because I mean, it's the same mundane pregnancy things that I'm going through almost every week. It's not really much of a change. So other than that, that's what you guys are gonna get. This is me at 8 weeks. So, my fat little belly. So, like I said, feel free to ask me questions in the comments and just give me something to talk about. So, I will talk to you guys next week. And hopefully I have more to talk about than just umming and all that. So, thanks for tuning in, and I hope to see you guys next week. Bye.